competition like Justin Barcia and Jason Anderson. It's the Big 49 Supercross coverage, coming to you live from wet-ass Seattle. So strap that helmet on tight, because we don't care what the AMA says. We're leaving here with the red plate of moto broadcasting.
And we are ready to do just that, getting ready for the 250 main event. I am Stretch, along with the Moto Man and Jason from HYR, and Kyle is in the tree with a monkey.
Yeah, I'm freaking out right now, guys. So I just went outside about 10 minutes ago. I walked out near the parking area.
Why?
And, well, I'll tell you here in a second. I went out to the parking area, and you know where you left the demon box, Stretch?
I do.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. It's in the shop. Well, the lights were flickering, and I heard grumbling.
F you.
Grumble.
F you. Did you dick with the box again?
I heard grumbling, and I'm a little concerned.
What do you not know about don't dick with the box? I told you don't dick with the box.
I didn't mess with the box. I just heard grumbling out there, and I was like, because I went out to go get myself some more, liquid death. By the way, Jason, if you want another liquid death, we got plenty of them.
Thanks,
F you, Moto.
Plenty of them in there. They're really good. They're really
both
good.
of you.
So I want
Can I
to
just take a case?
Here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
I just want to thank our friends at Straub Distributing for hooking us up with some liquid death, and I also want to thank our friends with RJ and his brother, Robbie Wageman. I want to thank them both for the our jerky. That was good.
All right, let me tell you what's going to happen here.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm tired of dicking with this box. Here's what's going to happen. When we do the show, there's no show next weekend because there is no racing next weekend. But the next weekend, we have a doubleheader. We're going to go out in the morning to Glen Helen, do the Two Stroke Nationals.
Yep.
And then we're going to come back to the studio after that, and we're going to do Supercross from Glendale, Arizona.
I'm worried that by the time that happens, there's going to already be a tornado that sucked up the shop somewhere. I mean,
I'm going to let it go.
We've had plumbing problems.
No, I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go.
So that's 2 weeks we have.
Yeah.
I'm opening the box
to deal with.
When I come there, I'm letting it out, and then we're going to get a new witch or whatever the hell I can find to come back and reseal it.
Well,
so I'm opening the box on the air next time we do the show.
Kyle,
the next photo show.
Here's the thing. Kyle's already seeing demons in trees, and I'm worried about that. Demon monkeys in trees.
He could be drunk, though.
He just said
how many mango carts did you give Kyle today?
King.
You assumed it's a monkey king.
Right.
I assume it's mango carts.
Now, hold on here. You're assuming that it's just plain beer. You're assuming it's the Monkey King. I think it's something, probably you know how they say the truth is between two stories?
All right.
You always find the truth between two things. I'm thinking it's part Mango Cart, part Monkey King. Okay? I think there's some truth to all this.
Well, there's truth, because you can get a mango cart.
Yes.
And if you look up the Monkey King, it'll come up.
Yeah. And I'm that's what I'm saying. So I already heard grumblings out there when I walked out there earlier to get some liquid death. And that makes me a little concerned.
Was it your stomach from?
Piss me off.
That makes me a little concerned.
Was it your stomach?
That wasn't my stomach. It wasn't my stomach. Oh, no.
Okay, how about this? Whoever loses their picks that night has to open it.
You would have heard me in the shower, cleaning after the stomach grumble.
Okay.
What do you think of that? Whoever loses the picks has to open it.
Oh, man.
And here's what I know. I'll tell you what's inside, because I was there when it was sealed. No, you have to open it. If you lose the picks the next show in Glendale, you have to open it, and it's not just open it. I know. Okay, so you open the box. Inside the box, there's like some charms or whatever the hell, hoodoo voodoo.
Yeah.
And there's like a metallic canister, like a mason jar, kind of with like a screw-on lid, though, rather than the metal flip lid.
Yep.
And then it's inside of there. You got to open both. You got to open the box, and then you got to open the silver thing inside, the other canister.
The spirit
That's
canister.
What's in there.
Okay. The spirit canister.
Well, that's where it's sealed. It's like double harnessed, and apparently it's stirring.
So I'll open the first part. You do the second.
Well, no. Whoever loses has to open the second part.
Okay.
All right.
That's what we do. Whoever loses has to open the second part.
Riddle me this.
No, this is gonna suck, you guys.
Riddle me this. Because of the situation with the spirit being bonded to our bookie, is that going to make any difference? And
hopefully it goes home with Kyle and not me. That's all I care about.
Create a vortex in the room. That's what I'm worried about. Is like all of a sudden a portal shows up, a vortex shows
here's what
up.
Like, and when it comes out, it's going to
go. It's like the
if he's
third
on
dimension.
He's still
the rules, as far as I know them, is whoever opens it is whoever it attaches to. That's who it's going to get. But it could decide to stay where it's at, which is the location, which is the studio.
Oh, my gosh.
Or it could go after whoever it is that opened it.
Oh, McAdoo's going to land on him.
Whoever opens it.
Wow.
Whoever opens it might get it.
This has become just a oh my gosh.
Wow.
We're addicted to this. So
yeah.
all that aside, I just wanted to let you know that I heard some grumbling. So I'm gonna play some
What just happened?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, everyone's an idiot.
Terminator.
Yes. I'm gonna play some music here. We've got 10 minutes left in this race, and we will be back in a couple songs here.
What the hell?
It's the Big 49. Here's some Blink-182.
There's questions to be answered in Seattle. Can Eli Tomac overcome the 3-point deficit he's given up to Cooper Webb in the championship hunt? Can Chase Sexton use the anger of getting docked 7 points in Detroit to get him back onto the top of the box again tonight? And how pissed off is Chase Sexton after getting docked 7 points in a victorious effort in Detroit? Can Bam Bam keep up the crazy pressure of the last few rounds? And is Aaron Plessinger ready for redemption? All of these questions are about to be answered as the gate's about to drop in Seattle. It's Supercross coverage on the Big49.com.
All right, guys. The 250 main event is in the books, and Mr. Jet Lawrence did what Mr. Jet Lawrence does. He wins. Man, is he good. What happened, though, at number 2?
Number 2 just changed.
We got into RJ Hampshire was battling with McAdoo, and he got him. So RJ got through. RJ goes 2, McAdoo goes 3. And then that screws my picks up.
That screwed me because I just was winning stretch.
I was the other way around.
Not me. I had Jet, Kitchen, McAdoo, Mumford, Lopes. So my Lopes came in on time, my Jet came in on time, and my McAdoo came in on time.
I had Hampshire in 3rd, and he just pulled 2nd on that last one.
Yeah. Well, no, I have RJ. I had RJ and say, hold on, I got to get back into my picks. I got excited and closed my button.
Yeah. Did we write his picks down?
I write them down. Hold on. I'll tell you what I got.
Come on.
Let me get it up. I'll tell you what I got. I had Jet in 1st, and then I had I had Levi. Then I had RJ in 3rd. Then McAdoo 4 and Mumford 5. So
we all have the same, and then I had Lopes in there.
So I
got an extra point. And then you're
Derek,
docked.
None of us got Derek. We had a 10-point bonus on Derek, and Derek dropped there towards the end all the way down to 15.
I was hoping Derek could have pulled it off at 10th.
So that's 10.
Yeah, I had Derek at 9.
That's a point. It was 12.
I ended up with a point on
13.
So I had Jet.
I got 12.
And I got McAdoo. And then I got Lopes.
Yeah, I got Jet for the 10, and then I got RJ for 1 and McAdoo for 1. I got them both in the wrong position.
Yeah.
So
then I got Lopes in there, so I got an extra one.
Yeah, I got 12. I got 12 on the 250s.
So
nobody
what's
picked up the bonus.
third gives you 3 points, right?
3rd gives you 3 points. Yes.
Yeah. So I had Jet at 1st.
Yeah,
That gives me 10, right?
Yeah,
That's 10.
Everybody got that.
and then I got McAdoo at 3rd.
Yeah, so you're at 13 right there.
I'm at 13, and then I had Lopes at 5th.
So you got so that's 1. That's 14.
Okay.
All right, so I probably tied you then.
You're at 14. I'm at 12.
Yeah.
I'm losing right now. I'm hoping on the bonus picks I make up all my points here.
Well, on the bonus picks, I had Kelly at 10th, and he came in at 15th. So
no, I'm talking about in the 450. We have a 10-point bonus on Dino, a 5-point bonus on Seeley, and a 3-point bonus on AP.
Yep.
On top of 10 plays for 1st, 5 for 2nd, 3 for 3rd, 1 for 4th, 1 for 5th, and then the way we do it, if you're playing the home game, if you pick a guy at number 1 and he wins, you still get 1 point. Just if you pick a guy and he comes in the top 5, you get a point. You just don't get the points for the placement.
I was bummed because I thought Kitchen would have done way better just because it was a home track, and I didn't think he would come in like 7th.
Right. He fell off, which makes you think something happened. Yeah, it goes like this.
So the Kitchen would have came in at 2nd.
Lawrence, Hampshire, McAdoo, Lopes, Volan, Kitchen at 6. And Pierce Brown had 7.
Let's get down to the drama.
Yep.
The drama and the Terminator and Robertson here.
Oh.
I don't think that was his fault. I think he was very, very close, but I don't think he hit him. Like, Jet, I'll give him. That was his fault, but I don't think that was his fault that...
it almost looked like it the first time, but that second time when I saw the saw the review there.
Yeah.
I think that Roberts got a little crooked in that whoop, and he tapped his tire right there.
He was right on his ass.
So he started getting a little sideways, and McAdoo hit his tire right there.
I'm a Terminator.
And it threw him.
It's exactly what it is.
That's what he pulled.
Terminator.
Yeah, the Terminator's got a size 12 helmet. Well, Terminator didn't go down, though, that time. He stayed up all the way through the main event.
Yeah.
Usually Terminator wipes out 17 times.
Yeah.
And then he's just a metal frame by the end of the race.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
With red eyes.
I'm going to watch the
Terminator.
Total Recall tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch that.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Cameron McAdoo.
The CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer.
Yeah, so just so you know, I mean, McAdoo he's pretty tough. I mean, he's a pretty tough guy, So.
McAdoo's one of the toughest mofos I've ever seen.
The CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer.
Yeah. I was really kind of surprised about that.
Polyalloy.
Yeah.
The alloy.
Yeah, he's made out of a polyalloy. Yeah.
I need to go get the
I just love this.
the KFC Double Down.
Dude, that KFC sandwich looks so good, and they're not even paying me a dime to say it, but it looks really good.
They're dialing the commercials in right tonight, and now I'm hungry, which is what they should be doing. I should be looking at commercials going, damn, I want that, not why the
I'm
F
thirsty,
is this on Supercross.
I'm hungry. I like motorsports.
If I could have that KFC sandwich with this Liquid Death, I would be
Double
in
Down.
heaven
Maybe some
right
Monster
now.
Girl commercial, maybe, or something.
Monster Girl commercial. Now
Dude,
you're talking my language right there.
Yeah. Too bad Ghost doesn't sponsor Supercross. Then we'd be perfect.
You know what's kind of funny is the one person that we have not talked much about during this entire season, but he apparently has gotten the payday of paydays with Feld Entertainment, and that would be one Mr. Axel Hodges. He has gone to every single Supercross and done basically fun, aerial acrobat freestyle events.
That's death-defying.
I saw today he had a helmet with Nirvana on it. Had the little piece.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so everybody's playing
special
up
helmet.
Everybody's playing up the Epitaph records, Seattle fun, all that good stuff. So, good job.
Again,
Jet Lawrence is on the box.
and Supercross now.
Rock and Supercross. That's
What
what, we
happened
do.
there?
I don't know who came up with that idea.
Did we rub that off on anybody?
Well, you know what's funny? A lot
don't
of young
know.
guys like rap too, and if you watch their social media posts, there'll be rap music in there. So they thought, we don't know what to do, rap or rock, and they're realizing it's rock more than rap.
So if we did a rap
Yeah.
Supercross, maybe do that for Moto.
The
We'll do just all
hippity-hoppity.
rap.
The
You got
hippity-hoppity.
a little country in there too.
See if
Some
they
of the
start
guys like
changing
country.
their,
The
Like
hippity-hoppity.
AP likes
Yeah.
country, Cooper likes country. There's a few guys that like country too.
You want to know a funny story, though? And this is a funny
Are
story.
we rubbing off on them? No, I'm
I
serious.
think that in a lot of ways, and I'm not saying this to toot our own horn. I'm saying this
I'm not
because
either.
it's,
I'm not
it's,
trying
it's,
to.
it's
Toot,
kind of
toot,
funny.
MFer, toot, toot.
I'm not saying this to toot our horn. I'm just saying
I
this is
toot
kind,
my own horn
it's
a lot
kind
if you
of,
listen to my show.
It's kind of funny because I notice it in the videos, okay? When you watch the YouTube videos of the various riders when they're posting
do
their
I.
YouTube videos, they used to, pre-Big 49, which would be 2019,
Right.
okay?
Pre-pandemic?
Pre-pandemic, it was all hip-hop.
Yeah.
It was all street hip-hop. It was all
Hip
about...
hop blows now.
They were putting all this street Cardi B crap all over their videos, and that was the way they were rolling. And then the Big 49 launched.
Look at that. Mama Hampshire's
And
pretty happy right now.
we made a
Yeah.
point to make rock and motocross because we're 90s kids, and we all came out of the 90s, and we know how the 90s worked, and we understand that it makes sense to us, motocross and rock. As soon as we did that, 2020 happened, and all of a sudden you start seeing in the videos things are changing. You're starting to see people putting Van Halen songs back in and Metallica songs back
Sean
in.
Brandon's like all the Motley Crue
Godsmack
stuff, bro. We were
and
like,
Pennywise, and they're going all back to the 90s stuff now. They're
Even
going-
some Nookie. You even throw a little Fred Durst up in that.
they're
bitch. Even
throwing
throw Limp
guitars
Bizkit.
in there.
Yep.
Is like,
And it's funny because I'll watch it
Random, you know?
Axel Hodges, by the way, is one of the people that I look at as a kind of a trend, kind of
An
an
influencer.
not just an influencer, but he's more of a bellwether than anything else. Okay.
I just
Yeah.
said
And
bad.
I remember seeing in Axel's videos like he'd have hip hop and street and all this other stuff going on, and then all of a sudden, about a year later, you see him in the background. You hear Van Halen, you're hearing Godsmack, you're hearing rock. It's like hard, heavy rock in all of his videos, and I'm going, huh. Even though nobody will openly, well, not saying nobody, because there's a lot of guys now that openly acknowledge Big 49. Even though people don't openly, though, thank or credit Big 49 for that, we're making an influence. We're making a very strong influence.
We're influencers.
Yeah.
We are.
I mean, I've seen Sean Brennan now.
Yeah.
Like we talked to him about like
Motley
that.
Crue.
And like Motley, all of a sudden that guy came and played and like.
And it's all even in the Supercross when you go to the event and you go to the arena. You go to the arena.
Now it's
in the background whenever the riders are coming out and they're playing music.
Motley Crue.
Right. Motley Crue. It's loud, edgy, loud rock. And it's good old classic loud rock.
Which is the roots of Supercross. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, they were like pirate radio was rocking at the like Guns N' Roses and stuff like that. They were into that. So there was no social media then.
Godsmack, those guys are riders. Okay, they're into it. You got let me see here, Slayer. Rob
sponsors, sponsors teams, bro.
Yeah, Rob Zombie and Slayer were sponsoring. The
and the Moto Music, bro.
What was that? What was that team? Rob Zombie and they had the
Team Solitaire.
Team Solitaire.
Now they're Team Solitaire SX Hot Sauce. They're Hot Sauce sponsored now.
But I'm just saying that they were being sponsored by a music sponsor. Sony
Hard rock music sponsor.
Yeah,
right.
Sony Pictures is now sponsoring. You got media getting involved back into the sport. That's my point.
It's good times right now.
So it's good times.
Oh, McAdoo got a little knock on the chin earlier in that crash. Look at his chin. It's all bloodied up.
By the way, do I want to also say this? A1 sold out. A2 sold out. San Diego sold out. Where was Big 49 at?
It's the only time I've gone to A1 and seen midgets there.
Yep.
The only time.
Because I was there. They go wherever I go. I'm there. I'm there.
I'm not going to lie, Stretch. Yeah. I mean,
Stretch.
I'm their leader.
Yeah, he's the leader of the midgets.
I'm the leader of the midgets. The midgets love me, and I love my people. The little people. I love the little people.
Thoughts and feelings and premonitions. Right. We got 450 main one happening. Anybody want to change their picks? Thoughts, feelings, premonitions?
I'm just going to stick with it.
But I'm going to stick.
I'm going to stick with it.
I'm going with Eli number 1, Webb number 2, Barsha number 3, Sexton number 4, AP number 5, Wilson number 9, and then I'm going to hit Roxon up on number 6.
And Cole Seeley?
And Cole Seeley I've got coming in at 14th.
All right. He looked good earlier.
Yeah, he looked really good.
Yeah. I got Tomac, Sexton, Webb, Barsha, Craig, and then Dino at 10, Seeley at 9, and I got AP at 7. Ooh. So, Moto, if you get you double your points if AP comes in at where you got him.
Yeah. Well, if AP comes in at 5, okay.
Well, you'll get 4 points because you'll get 1 for the pick at 5, and then you'll get 3 for correctly picking where AP finishes.
Exactly.
In the bonus round.
And I'm switching it up here. I got Chase Sexton, Eli Tomac, Barsha, Craig, Webb, AP. That's where my AP is going.
Okay.
Wilson, number 10, Cole Seeley, 12.
It'll be interesting because Eli needs this win. He really does need this win. He needs this win to stay in the fight.
Eli.
He needs this win to stay in the fight. And so I think that if he was smart, he watched in the heat, he watched the lines, he saw where Cooper was going, he saw where Sexton was going, he saw where Barsha was going to be at, and he also saw where Roxon was going to fall at, and Roxon fell behind him.
And smart, bro, because has he even won he's probably won a race, bro. I forget, but at this point in time, Sexton and Tomac have been on it.
Yes.
And he's just sneaking back and killing the points now.
But, dude, Tomac, by the way, all he's got to do, if Sexton wins, that's ideal for Tomac. He's just got to come in second ahead of Cooper.
Right.
Tomac's only got to beat Cooper. He doesn't have to win this race.
Yeah, that's correct. But if he wins, he'll at least get himself back into contention in a major way.
I saw a thing. If Eli wins tonight and Cooper comes in second, they leave tied.
That's a good thing. Plate. That is a good thing for Eli because Eli typically doesn't let that red plate loose. Historically is always when he's had the red plate, he's held it and he's not let it go for the time he grabbed it all the way through.
He gave it up being not very Eli-ish. He had a couple bad races.
A bad weekend, cost him 1 or 2 more.
Yep. He gave it up just basically going through times. I mean, everybody has sick times. Everybody has not down times. Everybody has times that he complained that his shoulder wasn't feeling well and his neck wasn't feeling well. He complained that, he was suffering from a little bit of fatigue. So we'll see.
And I believe it, bro. I mean, I could barely get up in the mornings, dude. And these guys go travel across the country.
Exactly. I know that Dean Wilson has suffered from
different elevations.
What is that? What is that sickness called, Stretch, where you have like fatigue sickness? And I'm trying to remember. What it's called.
Yeah.
It's a syndrome. It's a sickness that you can get.
Yeah,
and Dino had it a couple years ago, really bad. And
Epstein-Barr.
Yeah. And that's one of these things.
Welcome back, Cotter.
Yep, and that's something that affects these guys in a great deal because they are traveling back and forth across the country. Right. Epstein-Barr can really set in on you hard.
You know how it is, bro. If you fly or just drive across 6-8 hours, whatever,
your clock gets completely destroyed.
Dude, I hurt myself sleeping. I'm so old. I can literally wake up in the morning and be like, "What the f just happened to me, man?"
Exactly.
Like I can't imagine racing a dirt bike on a track like these guys are racing on, especially tonight. This is not an easy track. It's ruddy and rough.
1 week later, you're in a whole different state. You had to practice that time. You had to travel.
Yeah. It's like, well, in a way, it's like football. In football, when you get older in football, what happens is you're not able to practice after the games because your body's so beat up. And the same happens in this sport. Once your body's beat up and you can't practice, you start to slip. You're not as sharp and not as good.
You get completely destroyed. So
yeah.
And in this sport, I would say this is the most difficult of all the sports due to the fact that you're not just a man, but you're a man and a machine, and you're moving at a high rate of speed. You have to have a high rate of alertness. There's a lot going on.
I just love it. It's independent, bro. Like it's not a team. It's not a team sport. It's independent.
It's independent. It's independent, but you are part of a team. But yes, you're right. The independence.
I wish it was a team sport. I wish they would cock block for their partners.
That would
like roll up on
and
somebody.
It's team sport. I mean, you got mechanics. You got stuff to help get these guys there.
Here's what's funny about that, Stretch.
The team is practice.
You pointed this out with the team sport side, and you wish they were to do the cock block thing and all that stuff. Yeah. And it's funny because when you do see elements of that happening, the AMA nips it in the bud immediately. Like there will be none of this tomfoolery on the track.
Yeah,
they're very, very, very serious about that
because they're big vaginas.
I'm just saying that it's kind of funny that you talked about that, and we've seen that in the past. We've seen teams engage as teams. In other words, your job is the number 2 rider. You're the number 1 rider. Your job is to protect your number 1 at all times, which means you're going to see some tomfoolery behind the scenes. You're going to see some cock blocking, some traffic, some moves.
Where the Deegan Smith thing come in.
Yeah,
like they don't want that.
They were the opposite of that team playing,
and that's why it's such a big deal. Right?
They do not want that. They want you to be purely individual when you're on that track. It's just you and the other riders, period, regardless of the team.
Okay, what if we start a league here on the Big 49 once we become incredibly successful gazillionaires?
And you want the riders to carry guns and sticks. No, I know what you're saying,
I want extreme full contact motocross where they are riding and you are kicking the guy if he gets close to you. You're taking out his front tire. You don't have weapons, but you're definitely trying to put the dude down. So it's like
a point thing, like if you take out his arm.
You get a point. That's a point.
That's a point.
Yeah, it's a point right there.
Got it.
You put the guy down, that's a point right there.
That's a point. Okay, got it.
Kick him in the head in the mid.
Yeah. You win the race. That's and then, by the way, every team, like hockey, has a goon on it. The goon isn't there to win races. He's there to take people out.
I'm going to say that the winner is Barsha and Anderson always win, number 1.
Dude, who signs Barsha now that he's 33 years old next year? I don't think he's going to.
Taking out the competition like Justin Barsha and Jason Anderson. It's the Big 49 Supercross coverage coming to you live from wet-ass Seattle. So strap that helmet on tight because we don't care what the AMA says. We're leaving here with the red plate of Moto Broadcasting.
And here we go. What an amazing 450 main event in Seattle. Eli Tomac is your winner. Cooper Webb is your number 2. And Justin Barsha on his birthday is number 3. Anderson,
Tomac's not even your winner now, bro. Let's back up to that. He's now
Anderson
the second.
Came in 4th.
He's now the second
ever. Second winningest rider ever, tied with Bubba.
He's tied with Bubba. 50 wins.
50 wins. How effing impressive is that? Also, Chase Sexton once again had it in the bag and did a solo crash brought on by no one but himself and ended up, I'm not sure where he finished. Was it 5? Because
5.
Anderson was 4.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, man, oh, man. And then Dean Wilson broke my heart. He was at number 10, and at the very end got passed by Christian Craig. Cost me 10 points.
I hate to say this because the only place where I had screw-ups in my picks were in the Sexton, Anderson, Aaron Plessinger area.
Yeah.
I had Sexton at 4. He actually came in at 5. My original picks, as you see my original picks, it says Anderson at 4.
Right.
So I had Anderson at 4. So if I would have picked Anderson, I would have gone 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
On that.
If Chase wouldn't have crashed, I would have been 1, 2, 3. And
see, I needed Eli. I had Eli, but I needed Sexton up.
Yeah.
I would have had like the.
So overall today, I think I'm the big winner here today.
I got 3-point bonus on AP. I had AP right. Seeley came down like 15th, somewhere in there.
So you're like -3.
No, I had AP at 3. I had Tomac at 10. I get a point on Sexton, a point on Webb, and a point on Barsha.
But you had a points doc on.
Yeah, from the
broadcasting on Sexton twice.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh man, so I got
that was
10,
twice. That was
11,
-14.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I end up with 16 points on the 450s,
and you were
which
docked,
is not a great.
And you were docked 14 points.
Yeah.
Well, and on the 250s, well, here's what I know. I know that Kyle lost tonight because he did not submit picks wherever
all
he is.
All we know is Moto Man won today. That's
so
all
you got 2 points.
That's irrelevant.
Kyle's got 0.
Moto Man won. Moto Man won, and in the usual Moto Man routine, when Moto Man wins,
you suck.
I hand my points over to Jason.
What does it matter?
To keep Jason as the red point leader, because you're my red point leader.
Yeah, thanks, Bill.
We work as a team.
Kyle's nephew has the red plate.
We work on a team.
Kyle's nephew has the red plate, and by the way, winning no longer is an option. It's just not losing. And Kyle lost by not submitting picks, so he has to put his penis in the demon box next time we have a show.
Oh, that's disgusting.
We're gonna drill a hole in it. He's got to put his junk in there,
like Porky's.
Wow,
yeah.
Like Porky's.
Yeah. Kyle's got to stick his junk in the demon box. That's the punishment.
Are you going to be the fat lady that pulls on it, though? Are you going to be the fat lady that yanks
it? I'm just going to hand him the box and get a camera.
To the wall, like, what is
that? Put your junk in there.
What are you doing, huh?
What do you think a demon would do to your penis?
Oh, gee whiz. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it. That's I don't know. It's Cuisinart or demon. I don't know. Either one's bad.
Yeah,
Either
that's
one's
all
bad.
News.
Let me see here. So, congratulations, Eli Tomac. I kind of knew he was going to pull this off tonight, and the reason why is he needed it. He had to. He had to pull this off. It was mandatory that he won, and he stayed ahead of Webb. And I knew Webb was after it.
Webb wanted fired up.
Webb
you saw it. You saw it on Webb's face
up.
afterwards. He was like, "I am really upset because this is something that I should be doing better than everybody else."
Like rosy cheeks were like just like the red plates almost.
Yeah, he was pissed. And now, hey, what happens next race? Not next week. Next week there's no race, but you've got a tie now for the red plate with Eli and Cooper. Do they both have red plates at Phoenix?
I think not. I think that the red plate will probably stay on Webb's bike until it's surpassed.
Yeah, until it's passed. All right, I got
it's surpassed. I think I don't think they do a double red plate. Even though the points would be tied up, it doesn't make sense. Like, who's really the winner here? So I think they're going to keep Cooper with the red plate until after next week. And next week we're on a bye week, so there is no next week. And then the following week we are in Glendale, Arizona. So we're in Phoenix.
Right. Boy, and Chase Sexton, he looked like he was going to win tonight, which would have been fine because he was so far down. It would have made it a 3-dog race, but then he screwed himself. He screwed himself tonight.
Yeah.
I don't think he comes back at this point. It's now down to Tomac and Cooper.
It's down to Tomac and Coop, and Coop is good at Supercross. He is a Supercross
freaking grinder.
Grinder. He knows how this game works.
And he'll throw down.
Yeah,
but you gotta just give it to Tomac again, though. He's gonna take it.
Tomac wins when Tomac has to win, and Tomac needs to be winning here to get the red plate back.
And Tomac will outperform Webb at every given reason he can.
And he should turn around and give a little pow-pow.
Yeah. Oh, you think Coop gave him pow-pow when he got passed?
Right. Well, I think that was just kind of like, you don't do that.
But if Tomac did that to Webb, that would have been bad.
Tomac will never do that to anyone.
You think
no?
No.
Tomac is straight
He is
He's
so
like
straight.
Walt
That
Disney.
would totally wreck.
He
Webb,
was so
dude, at
straight.
that point.
Tomac is so straight of an arrow. He does not. His way of crawling in and living in your house rent free is by not trying to crawl into your house and live rent free. See, Cooper makes a point of it. He likes the head game. He'll put himself into your situation and literally play a head game with you as long as you're willing to let him in. And see, now it's both 1 and 2 red plates.
Oh, yeah.
2
they're
wins,
so
2
they're
wins,
tied.
6 wins.
6 wins to 2 wins. That shows you how consistently good Cooper Webb is.
Yeah, consistency.
When 6 wins and 2 wins have the same points, that shows a grind by Cooper Webb.
And Chase Sexton's, like, they break down how many laps he's really led
Ooh,
versus
22
that, and
points
he's
now.
killed it. He's led so many laps, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, Chase Sexton, take off the 7-point deduction that he got from the AMA last week, and also take off just 1 or 2 mistakes.
Yep.
And he's the red plate holder right now.
Yeah, he could be into the mix of it, but no.
He easily could have four wins easily.
now he kind of thought he was in the right on that,
Yeah, last
right?
week.
Because he singled the first one and then doubled out.
Yeah,
Where
well, he
those
said
points
Dino
came,
was
right?
back on.
Yeah.
He said Dino was back on the bike and was moving, so he thought it was okay.
Right.
And he was past him, and he saw him.
Yeah, here's the thing about the AMA, though, and you're dealing with them and their rules. Ignorance is no excuse of the law. That's the way they run their rules.
Well, same
just
thing about stopping at a stop
I
sign
already
at 3
played that
o'clock in
and
the
looked
morning.
at it.
Just because you can't see it, don't see it, or fail to acknowledge it doesn't make it their problem. It's still your problem. You still have to follow the rules. You're still obligated to follow the rules. Yeah. And there are consequences for not following those rules. And those consequences, they make it very, very, very prevalent. And the 7-point deductions, those hurt, especially on those red flag jumps.
But that red flag was on the first jumps, not the second set.
Yeah.
And that's where he did the second set. Right?
I'm pointing out, just it's one of those things where you can't ignore their rules. You have to follow their rules or you're screwed. So
Yeah. But here's the one problem where I have a sour note with the AMA. They're not consistent in their punishments. Like
No,
Chase
they're not.
Sexton, they took 7 points from him. That's a lot of points. If anyone else, they would have given them 3 points.
They're consistent. They're consistent on the level that they're trying to make a point out of every single time they